Welcome back to DajibanLife. Sorry I haven't posted in a week or two. It's just because it's been super hot and I've been trying to stay out of the heat. So spending most of my time at the beach and stuff on weekends or inside of a mall or something, you know, just staying out of the heat. But it's cooled down a little bit, enough today at least, so that I can start working on stuff again. And so today I'm going to be working on my kitchen unit. As you can see, it's kind of a mess up here. You know, van life is not always pristine and perfect and, you know, beautiful and stuff. It's usually pretty ugly if you live in your van. I mean, you know, you live in your car, so it's basically being homeless. But I got some just junk up here, some towels and stuff. But I think what I decided to do is I'm gonna see if I can maybe I kind of like this bin strategy, and originally I had thought of just, you know, putting a flat surface across and then putting stuff up here. But I think maybe just continuing with the bins back here as well. Just lesser used items I can just throw back there, and if I need it I can reach over and get it. But yeah, you know, more storage space is always good. The thing I did notice is that these bins right here are kind of in the way. So, you know, whenever I'm doing something, my head tends to bang up against this. You know what I mean? So especially when I'm eating, because this is also my eating surface right here. That's not ideal. So I think doing some sort of hingy deal here is definitely going to be smart to have. But that's probably going to be saved for a later date. I need to find a piece that actually fits. I guess I could do a 2-piece or something, you know. But yeah, that's something I'll worry about later. But that will definitely be useful, especially once I have my laptop in here. And I can, like, you know, work on my laptop inside instead of banging my head up against this thing all the time. So I'm going to be doing that today. I'm going to finish the end of the back of the thing, add a backsplash, and then add a drip pan on the bottom. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. It's super windy outside, so, you know, you might not hear me. That's why I'm inside right now. But so yeah. Alright, so I got the back bar in, as you just saw me do. Pretty easy. Welding is not great. They're pretty ugly, but this is not really load bearing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really care as long as it just sticks on there and gives the rest of the structure some support. Should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and test this because I think, oh yeah. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing is, instead of building anything more, I'm just gonna buy some more of these pre-built steam pans, basically, right? And have 2 halves here in the back, and then a quarter. I measured it, and a quarter should fit right here. So I'm gonna have 3 in the front, 3 across the front, 2 in the back, and then a quarter right here. All right, well, I got the backsplash on there, but oh man, it's messy. It does not look good at all. I don't really have the tools to cut aluminum, so I used a what do you call it? This guy, a grinding wheel. So I used the cutting wheel on it, and aluminum is kind of soft, right? So it just kind of came out really jagged, and then I tried to, you know, grind it down a little bit to soften it or whatever, the edges. And since the metal's soft, it just sort of bends instead of grinding. So I definitely should have measured it and cut, rather than cut it while it was on the thing, because I put the entire sheet on here and I cut the excess off without having, you know, those snips or whatever. I didn't have the right tools, so that's my bad. I mean, I guess once this, if I don't like it, I could just redo it and actually measure and cut, you know, so it looks nice. So, you know, always, that's something to think about, is always take your time and do it right, or else you're gonna end up with something like this, or it doesn't look great. So you know, whatever. I think I'll just use this for now, and then later on, when I have more time, I'll redo this if I feel like it. and but I'm just gonna use it the way it is for now. There's the drip pan. I don't think I'm gonna caulk it though, even though I have so much caulk. I have so much caulk to give, but I don't think I'm gonna use it because first of all, the legs aren't fixed, and now the front is kind of, but aluminum's kind of flimsy. So I mean, you know, the tensile strength is pretty good and everything, but basically the legs aren't fixed, so they kind of move around. And even if I glued it down, I think when things are gonna shift, and it's gonna break the bond, and the bottom pan is just gonna come loose anyway. So I'm just gonna leave it loose in there. If I spill something, it'll catch most of it, and then I'll just wipe it up, and I can also just, you know, lift it up and wipe underneath it, which isn't that big of a deal. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be the setup. Sorry that it's super dirty, it's gross, but I'll definitely clean that up now because I did order the steam pans. They're on their way. They'll be here probably this week or next week, and then so everything will pretty much be finished on this. And it is a shame that this came out so ugly. I really should have measured and cut instead of just fitting it and then cutting the excess. So that was a mistake on my part because the bottom thing I measured and everything, and it came out real nice. So that's my bad. Probably rushed it a little bit too much. Alright, well, there it is, installed in the van. Can't really see the ugly edges as much when it's installed, so that's kind of nice because it's in the way back, so it doesn't really matter. Except this side, my head is kind of near that, and there's some electrical wires near the edges, so that's a little bit dangerous just because it's sharp. So I don't want the wires to get, you know, cut, but I'm definitely gonna zip tie these and kind of stick them out of the way when I can. Probably do that tomorrow and just kind of clean up some of this mess down here. These electrical wires everywhere. But there's the drip pan. It's not no caulk on it. That's too bad because I like putting the caulk on things, but no caulk. I think this will catch most of the runoff, and then it'll be easy to just wipe it up. Just in case I need to move it. It's not gonna stay really, so there's no point. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Looks pretty nice, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, I don't know if how much more I'm gonna be doing to the van. I've been thinking about it, and I'm getting really tired of working on this thing all the time. It's like just non-stop project, right? Like it's one thing after another that I need to do. I mean, there's so many things still I need to do. Like obviously this bungee cord holding the fridge, you know, to the wall is not ideal. I need to fix that, and I have a plan for that as well, but I haven't had the time to do that. And I mean, there's the backup camera. I need to put the rest of the sound deadening up. Just so much stuff. Like the first van took me probably the better part. I mean, I was still working on it when it broke, so that was a year, right? And so I've been in this guy for about 8 months now. Yeah, and I'm still working on it, you know what I mean? I'm not even to the same point that I was in my old van. I'm far behind. So obviously, you know, if I had 4 more months, you know, maybe I could get there. But I've been really tired, and I might maybe even look at changing my living situation. You know, maybe van life has come to a close. My taste for it, you know what I mean? I mean, I still like it, I enjoy it. It's just I don't really feel like modifying my van as much anymore. So yeah, that's it, and thanks for watching.